Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna talk about getters and setters. So without too much theoretical talk, let's create additional base file. Java file, of course. Right click on default package, new and class, and don't choose anything here, we don't need it. We just need a name for it, like a base or something. It's totally up to you. Okay, so in this additional class we need to have something that is private, something that is hidden from the rest of the world, let's say. So you cannot change it directly, but somehow you need to set and change it. Well, private access modifier, data type will be string, let's say, and name will be, I don't know, name for that string, something like that. Now, how we are going to set value for this name, for this, let's say, container? Well, we must use dedicated method, and that method is setter. You're gonna run into getters and setters all over the place on internet and in YouTube tutorials. So this will be publicly available method. So name is a private, but you must have available methods to set value in here and to grab stuff from it. So public, what is actual data type? You actually don't need to specify it here. It is just enough to say void, and then name for that method will be set name, let's say. It's up to you. Now, what is a data type here? Well, it is string of that specific thing that we are going to grab, and we're gonna use X here or A or BC, whatever, it's really not important. Once when you grab that A, you must pass it here. How? Well, remember from a couple of previous tutorials, we are going to use keyword this. So this, for every object we create, we'll grab A and put it into name. So name for that specific object equals that value, whatever that thing is. So this is a setter, so no errors on the left side, only warning, and the value of the field base name is not used. Of course, we are not using it yet. So once when you have it through this method, how we are going to use it? Well, actually you cannot use it directly, you must return that value to the rest of the code. How? Through dedicated method, publicly available. Now this return must be string, of course, because string is that variable, let's say. So string, and let's call it a get name. Get name without any kind of parameters, because we are not setting anything, we are just grabbing stuff to use it somewhere else. So return that name once when we set it. And guys, that's pretty much it. That's the story about getters and setters. So let me clean this code a little bit, hopefully, because it's kind of ugly. Yeah, a little bit of vertical space. So this is like a base of what we are going to work with and how we are going to do that, how we are going to achieve those operations. Well, where we are going to use this stuff? In a main.java. How? Well, we do need to create object. Okay, so what is a class? It is base. We can get into base.java because it's already in the same package. It is in same Java project. So base sum obj equals new base, right? Without any kind of errors on the left side. Just warning that we are not using that obj. So why do we need it? Because first we need to set value, and then we will use it. So sum obj dot, what is a method? It is set name, and because we need to provide string here, we are going to use double quotes and we're going to type some value. Once when you're done with that, there you go. You don't have results, but there are results. How I know that? Well, we actually need to use it through object sum obj, but this time we are calling that get name, which is our own custom method. Will this work? Yes, but you will not see anything on the screen, because task of that method, here we are, is just to return stuff. So if you do have like a return, then you must use it in some bigger theater of operations, let's say. You need to use it in system out, if nothing else. So system.out.println print line, and now we are calling that some obj, that specific get name method, and now we will see it on screen. There you go, some value. So let me repeat what we are doing here. Well, we do have dedicated class, okay, in dedicated file with the same name as the name of class. Then this is what we are protecting basically. This thing is a private, it's hidden from the rest of the code in main.java. So how we are going to set stuff in here? Using this keyword. So don't use any kind of return type here, because you're grabbing stuff, you're putting stuff in here. So names are totally up to you. I'm just saying set name because I need to put stuff in here. This is like abstract way of telling, well, whatever I grab here when I'm creating object, I'm gonna grab that and put it into name through this part of instruction. So this dot, what are we targeting? Name. What are we putting here? Well, that a, whatever that thing is. So once when you have it, when you create an object, now, only now you can use it. But how? In such a way that you need to say what return type is, without, of course, any kind of parameters, because that's already handled here. And once when you return it, you can use it into some kind of direct operation. So some people will say, well, can I have this thing in here? Well, let's test that. I'm gonna cancel this, but also I'm gonna put it in base.java, and we will just cancel this object because it's not existing, and we will just return this name, whatever that thing is. Okay, so here we have already problem. This method must return a result of type string. So we must return something and we cannot use direct operations. So it's pretty much nonsense to do something like this, like sum obj. Yes, we do have that object for setting stuff, but we cannot just say get name here, because error will be absolutely same. So this method must return a result of type string, meaning cancel that, activate this, and return to normal operations with return. Return that specific name, and now no errors here. So when we, let's say, recompile this, everything will be fine. There you go, some value. Okay, thank you for watching as always. Thank you for support and subscription, and see ya in next one. Ciao.